In today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I want to accomplish two things. One is share a little bit about a project that I've been working on with my business partner, Bitcoin-related company, BYOD. And secondly, I want to use this as an opportunity to invite the community to weigh in and help sort of guide our thinking and product development as we build this out. Welcome back to another video. My name is Ian Major. I'm an entrepreneur, Bitcoin pleb, and all around raging capitalist. And so as I just said, in today I'm going to go through the BYOD sort of concept and roadmap. And then I'm going to kind of just leave it open and welcome your thoughts and input in the comments down below. You can connect with me on Twitter as well. You can find me at Ian_Major on Twitter. And so I would love to hear from you on this concept and idea. Would you do this? Would you not do this? And so with all that, let's go ahead and jump right into an overview. So thematically, BYOD is going after the kind of data layer of the modern web. And so when we talk about sovereignty, sovereignty carries with it, in our view, a number of different dimensions. Sovereign money, which is Bitcoin. But when you think about it, all of us, when we're going on different web applications, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or, various platforms such as that, we're leaving a huge digital footprint. And if we think about the fact that that footprint really is this kind of extension of ourselves in cyberspace, it stands to reason that there is a sovereignty element around our data as well. And it's no secret that in the year 2021, more and more folks are becoming aware of how their data is being used and misused across the modern web. And so this is a big problem, right? It creates mistrust between users and these platforms. It creates disjointed relationships between kind of would-be advertisers and would-be customers, right? I'm going about my business on some web application and, all these kind of ads are just trying to get snuck in. It's just no secret that in today's day and age, a product like Facebook, isn't actually free, right? You, the user, are the product. Your data is being sold to advertisers in order to capture your attention. And so our whole kind of digital marketing paradigm is really in many ways based on this idea. Build a great product that is seemingly free, and then sell advertising based on the data that you collect about your users in the process. And so we believe that as we go forward into this era of sovereign individuals, something better needs to come. And so BYOD, I don't want to give away everything. We're still very much in sort of build mode here. But BYOD is promising a couple key elements. One is a way to sort of codify your data into your own kind of asset, if you will. And so think about how all that data of yours is out there and it's currently being monetized without you getting any of the benefit. We want to flip those economics and make it to where you, the individual owner of your data, are able to actually benefit commensurately based on the value that that data is creating out in the marketplace. So that's kind of part one, is being able to take in your data and codify it as part of a digital asset, avatar, whatever you want to call it, to be able to, do with as you will. The second piece that flows into is the ability to monetize your data for your own benefit. Now, there are a variety of other kind of companies that have tried something like this, but they all sort of, in our view, have failed to drive a lot of broad traction for a number of reasons. One is just the design of some of these platforms is quite unappealing. It's just very stodgy to kind of interact with. It could be difficult to interact with. You have to do a bunch of manual stuff just to set it up, right? That's one kind of big thing we've seen. And the other is, the reward that you can get from doing so is typically some token, right? That the team, made up. And so it becomes this like dual thing of promoting the token that you're going to earn or build a product that's actually usable and user friendly and all that stuff. And so we are proposing Bitcoin as that reward, right? Why not capitalize on the already unstoppable network effect that is Bitcoin and make that the sort of money that is running this entire ecosystem? So that's the idea. We're building this on a full Bitcoin technology stack, integrating all sorts of different pieces like Lightning, as well as smart contract functionality on Stacks. So Stacks is anchored into Bitcoin. Stacks transactions settle on Bitcoin. I've done a whole video on this that I will link in the description down below. But it's exciting stuff. I think that's all I'm going to say for now. And so I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, what is your knee-jerk reaction to this? Is this a pain point? What are your thoughts about the fact that your data is being monetized and used without your explicit benefit? We could argue that you benefit by having these platforms, right? These platforms basically run on advertising, which are enabled through your data. And so I'm not trying to say that platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram don't add value for humanity and don't have utility. They certainly do. But the economics are so one-sided with these platforms, and you have this sort of proverbial honeypot with the centralization of data and the ability to influence, popular opinion about various topics. Which I think is really, really dangerous to see. So what are your thoughts? What are your comments? What would it take for you to be interested in such a thing? What are the watch outs? What would you love to see as part of this? Comment down below and let me know. Connect with me on Twitter. Again, it's Ian_Major on Twitter. And I'll link our webpage, BYOD.exchange, where you can sign up for early access. We are building rapidly as we speak. And so we're hoping for a beta launch later this year or into early next year. So stay tuned for more, but I would welcome thoughts from you. Would love to hear from you. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and close this video out. As always, every sat counts. We're trying to enable a new way to stack sats for an asset that you already have, which is your data. It's just you're not being compensated for it. And so what if you could stack sats in a similar fashion as to those who are using a Fold card or stacking sats for everyday transactions that you're anyways doing. That's the idea. That's the analogy. Every sat counts. Until next time, see you then.